Hi, Facebook. I had a message that my guides asked me to jump on and share today. So let's see if we can get anyone on. Just wait a few minutes. I know it's kind of in the middle of the day on a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. So I'll get started because this message will reach whoever it needs to reach whenever you are able to see it. I know the other day I had said that I don't do lives over the weekends in this caliber, and I don't. However, I knew when I said that they were going to ask me to do it this weekend. So I waited for the call, and they asked me to come on and talk a little bit about, because it keeps coming up in readings about the divine masculine and feminine energies within each of us, right? So distorted masculine and distorted feminine is what keeps coming up. And so that's kind of what my guides wanted me to talk about today. You may not realize that your feminine energy is housed in your sacral chakra, no matter if you are masculine or feminine in the physical form. So your sacral chakra, which is the womb center, which is in the bottom part of the belly by the like just below the belly button. Good morning, guys. How are you? Right now in this moment, I'm just sharing a message that I was asked to talk about with the masculine and feminine energies, since it keeps coming up for so many, to try to help. I may, if I'm drawn, pull a few card readings. I do have some cards here. I am going to do a general reading after the message is done as well. So thank you for joining me as well. And one of my soul sisters is also on a live offering readings through Online Psychics Lives. I did share that live as well. So if you are really super drawn and need a reading, please go check her out. Her name is Joy Bird. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul. So the message today is all about the distorted masculine, distorted feminine energies that keeps coming up for people to kind of work with, right? And so what they're asking me to share is your solar plexus is your masculine center, right? It is your area where you is your power center. The masculine side is where we're standing in our power, we're honoring ourselves, we're trusting ourselves, we're believing in ourselves. Our sacral chakra is our feminine center. It is our feminine energy area, and that is where the yin and the yang. That is where the feminine energies are housed inside of our physical vessel. So when we receive different traumas, whether it's sexual or physical or emotional, 9 times out of 10, they will reside in both of these chakras, because in one way, shape, or form, our power is taken away and our safety is taken away. It takes away from the creativity from within. So they really wanted me to come on and talk about the correlation between the chakras, as well as the masculine and feminine energies that we all kind of house inside of us. The sacral chakra is where you store the traumas, is where you store your feminine creative energy. So if you're out of balance, then that's where you're going to focus your energies and your healing aspects of on the divine distorted feminine and distorted masculine energies that are arising. And so the solar plexus is where you're going to feel the different energies for the distorted masculine. That's where a lot of the ego is. That's where a lot of the not standing in your power, being too aggressive, and all those things, because that comes in with the play of the liver and the anger and everything like that. And so when we get super grounded in our essence, which is the root chakra, that is where we are able to kind of see a little bit more clearly to navigate through. But if those two are off, then you can almost guarantee that you are not grounded enough. So really setting out into nature and getting yourself grounded right now through these energies is going to be really helpful for you. Another way that I like to work with these chakras is embodying the colors. So you may see orange or yellow, or eating the foods to go directly internally to your body to help your body be able to heal from the inside out. And then the heart chakra is also affected when these two are off. You may feel pinching or kind of tightness in the chest. And so I've already expressed too that when I go through heart awakening, sometimes I will literally feel like my sternum is going to bust because of the way my heart is just expanding, my chest is expanding. So these are some of the things that happen physically, and those are the areas when we talk about distorted masculine and distorted feminine that are affected. And so it's always going to affect your grounding as well. So really, tying into the color red, or putting red sheets on your bed, and putting the intention in that you are allowing yourself to get super grounded through your sleep and super centered, and open yourself to receive what you need to receive to do the healing work for yourself. We're all healers. There are some of us that have super amounts of trainings behind us, or even just super amounts of knowledge within us from our own experiences that are here to help you to find it. I definitely work with crystals as well, and so if you're dealing as well with the sacral chakra and you have seashells, sometimes putting seashells over your womb center will help you to connect into your own divine feminine aspect of who you are, and allow you to bring forth some of that clearing and different things like that. The seashells, like the conch shells that have the spirals and things like that, are really good. So those are just some of the things that they wanted me to talk about. This kind of is a lot different than what I'm used to doing. It's actually got me feeling a little bit nervous. So I'm actually embracing the sacral chakra so that I can feel secure in myself, standing in my power, and kind of just coming on and talking a little bit about the chakra systems, because it's been coming up for me for this whole past week. And it's been coming out in readings for a while now with the distorted masculine and distorted feminine. And so in my one meditation this morning, they asked me to speak on it, and I laughed at it because of saying how I don't do all these lives like this over the weekend. I'll do other kinds of lives, but not on this platform like this. So I am going to pull a general card reading, and this is the Angel Oracle deck. This is a different one. I have never used this one on a live. This is not my first deck that I've ever had, but this is the first Oracle deck that I ever purchased myself, probably at least 10 years ago, when I was conflicted about certain things inside of myself and really only just kind of wanting to work in the angel essence. I had tarot decks and things, and different things made me feel uneasy because of my upbringing and things I had to work through with not feeling like I was a demon because I was doing tarot cards. So the message that I'm going to try to pull from this Oracle deck is for the general collective to see what they have to share with us today, going forward on this powerful full moon that comes tomorrow, the Aquarius full moon. So the first card out is Serenity, okay? And it says, I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. So how powerful is that, right? Accepting who we are, loving ourselves. We don't have to change. And so a lot of the work that I have to do for my own sacral chakra and my own solar plexus is loving myself. I know who I am, right? Spiritually, and I love myself. But there is a part of me that through this entire life and other lifetimes, I have been devalued. I have allowed myself to be devalued. I have been picked on, made fun of for certain things physically within myself. I was fully developed in my chest by the time I was in 6th grade, and it made me feel really uncomfortable because I had a larger chest than everybody else, and it was very awkward because I was like different from everyone, So you're going from, and it was like within a week or two, it was overnight. Like my mom even took me to I'll never forget it. My mom even took me to the doctor because she's like, what's happening to her? Because there was just all kinds of things that were going on. And so then I got made fun of because I always wore oversized shirts, and I was never big at that point, I'm a larger framed girl but I'm very active. But I was made fun of, and I'll never forget the one time I was on the bus and the one boy realized that I had boobs instead of fat and just kind of went on that. And so that aspect of things, when we're made fun of and people kind of do that to us, and we're at a young age, like, we're susceptible, right? Our kids need to feel our love. Our kids need to know that they're beautiful how they are. But so these things, they're deep rooted. So I'm super strong and I'm super capable of standing in front of you and shining my authentic light. But I'm also going to stand here and vulnerably tell you, sometimes I struggle with that within myself, to accept who I am. And sometimes it's not who I am spiritually. Sometimes it's who I am physically, because no matter how hard I try, I feel like, I only get so far. And so these are things that even I struggle with, okay? I'm here, I'm helping, I'm guiding you, but I have my own things that I deal with on a regular basis as well. So I want you all to know that you're not alone with the things that happen, okay? Nobody is above having to deal with the shedding, having to deal with insecurities, having to deal with the fears, having to deal with the doubts. We all do it, okay? Some of us can stand super strong and stand and hold a shining light and be able to work through our things kind of behind the scenes. And others, we kind of do it more vocally, or we stand in front of each other and we say, hey, this is me authentically. I struggle here. This is one of the biggest issues that I've gone through a lot of big issues, but let's just say right now, the biggest issue is accepting myself and not feeling like I need to physically change to be able to accept everything that I know that I deserve. And so this is hard for me to sit here in front of you and say this, as you can see, because it chokes me up and it hurts my heart that I feel this way, because I know who I am. And so it's not just you that go through this, and it's not just you that gets emotional. And if you cry, cry. It is what it is. When I cry and I'm shedding, I take my tears and I anoint my third eye, and I anoint my heart, and I anoint my solar plexus, and I anoint my sacral chakra, because they're sacred. It's me cleansing my physical pains. It's me letting go of things that hurt me. And so I don't wipe them away and get rid of them. I wipe them away and I anoint myself with them. I didn't always do that, but it is a practice that I started over the past 3 years at some point, where if I cry, I will anoint myself with those tears, because I'm worthy of those tears, because I'm beautiful, and because I deserve the best, as we all do. So stand in your own serenity and accept who you are in this moment, is what the collective message is saying. And so the next card out is Young Love. And this says, I accept love with gratitude. I am opened and made whole by its beauty. And first and foremost, okay, the love that you need to accept from yourself to make yourself whole is your love. And so no matter how far on your journey you are, the more serene you can be and the more accepting of your own love that you can be, the more open you will be to everything that wants to come flooding to you. There's freedom. There's freedom in authenticity. There's freedom in loving yourself. There's freedom in letting go and shining your light and being vulnerable. The card says, I am always free to choose love, independence, and creativity. Love is going to help you through it. Fear is going to keep you stuck in thinking that you're not worthy, thinking that you don't deserve the best, even though you know who you are. Okay, so free yourself from it. Come out and say it. I just was really guided to do this, and I'm allowing my guides to kind of speak through me and allowing it to kind of happen how it happens, Have glory to who you are. Look at this, total standing in power with the solar plexus is what I see here. And it says, I sing praise and glory to the source of all life. And guess what? You, first of all. And so when I look at this, I see the four, around this circle, you also see the four, for me, it's the four elements. The sun, the third eye, a rainbow, and I think people coming together in like community, okay, is what I'm seeing in these little figures there, if you can see it. But for me, it's also the elements. It's earth, air, fire, and water, and honoring that aspect within yourself and bringing the glory forth to everything that you do, because you're being free. You're standing in your own power, right? Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. You're standing in your own power. And the card says, the power of divine love protects and enfolds me. And so as you allow yourself to be seen, as you allow yourself to be witnessed for who you are and where you are, you will be giving yourself a gift of freedom and a gift of love and a gift of peace. And then Archangel Metatron comes out and it says, I am united with the source of all goodness, love, and creativity. And so Archangel Michael, or Metatron, connects you. Archangel Michael is here with me. So Archangel Metatron will connect you if you open yourself up, if you free yourself, if you allow yourself to be loved, if you allow yourself to stand in the glory of your own individual power, no matter what you view yourself as, let it all go, because you're beautiful and you deserve only the best. And then the last one is Archangel Gabriel, and this is for the collective, guys. It says, I am made whole by the message of love, brotherhood, and freedom. And again, connection and love and freedom, letting yourself be free. So if you're guided to work with these archangels, and I had my selenite on my lap because I was nervous. So if you're guided to work with these archangels, you have Metatron and Gabriel stepping forward. Now, Gabriel is a jokester, but he can be super serious to help as well. So allow these archangels to help you be able to love yourself and nurture yourself, to stand in your power with the glory of who your eternal essence is, who you are on the inside, who you are connected to your source. Give yourself the freedom to let go of the old, outworn things that don't serve you. Thought processes and habits. Right now, this Aquarius full moon is powerful. So do some serious releasing for yourself and have the serenity within yourself to accept yourself wholly and love yourself on a level that maybe you haven't been able to do thus far for yourself. And at the bottom of the deck is faith. I have faith that goodness and joy are mine now and forever. You deserve the best, okay? So honoring that within yourself. And then look, that's funny. The next card out on the top is Archangel Michael. And he says, I stand for justice and truth. I live from my integrity. So the more you can stand in your own power and the more you can lead your life with authority and your own authentic power, the more you're going to cut free. And oh my God, the miracle of love. Okay, and it says, I am brought alive by the miracle of love. This could mean people coming into your life. Yes, it could very well mean people coming into your life, but Spirit is asking for all of us to stand forward and just accept the love from within. Stand forward and accept your own love. Don't give your power away to anybody. And this is especially for as well, if you're on that I have so many clients that ask, and I struggled with this on my own journey as well. I always wanted that person, right? I thought that person was going to complete me. You have to complete yourself first, guys. You have to complete yourself first in order to open yourself up to a love that's bigger and greater than you've ever known, a love that may already exist in the etheric world. I know that I am very well connected with my counterpart in the etheric world. I know that there's gifts that we share even in this physical world. And so the thing is that in order to be able to embrace that and to call that into your life, you have to fully love yourself. You have to let go of the resentments, of the bitternesses, of the thought processes that there's something about you that doesn't make you worthy, because it's bullshit. It's not true. You're worthy. You're worthy of more than what you think you're worthy of. You're more than what you give yourself credit for. And I was really strongly guided to come on and give this message today, because they told me that it is not just me that may have this moment of where I fumble, right? Where I get wobbly. And so we help each other and we help ourselves heal when we stand strong and we share. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'll look through and see. Jackie Cooper, I'll pull a couple of cards now, guys, to just a couple of people as I'm drawn here. I wasn't intending on making it a live card reading, but Jackie Cooper, I'm actually drawn to give you a card reading from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. So that was a pretty powerful message. So sit with yourself in your power center. Sit with yourself in your solar plexus. Claim your power. Nobody can take it away from you. There is no amount of hexes. There is no amount of projection. that can take anything away. The only thing that can take it away is you, if you give that power away, okay? You are the only one that has the power to change things. So you're in co-creation mode right now, is what they're saying to me, with the universe and with God, and bringing forth all the things that you desire in your life. So standing in your power and feeling safe in your own skin and knowing that you're beautiful, regardless of where things are, maybe with the way society has beat it into our heads, or maybe there's someone in your life that makes you feel a little intimidated. Don't feel that way, because you deserve to have nothing but the best. You deserve to feel the best, to honor the best within you and receive the best. So allow the stars that are in alignment right now to bring you to it. So Jackie Cooper, Angel of Families, is here for you, okay? So feels like there's some stuff going on. The card itself says that the angels surround both you and your family at this moment. So I don't know if you guys are feeling, to me it feels like there's a big solar plexus thing, or maybe someone's taking power away, maybe someone's being too aggressive. Allow the angels to come in and really help you guys to stand in your power individually, to allow yourselves to rise. I feel like the conflict that's there can be mended, but you guys all have to be willing. You can't force anyone if they're not ready, is what I'm hearing. If someone's not ready to see their part in it and honor that essence within you and within them and work on it in healthful ways, it's going to stay the same. It's going to continue to repeat, and then that hurts the heart, and then it's just that vicious, ugly cycle. So really kind of pull back a little bit, pull your energy back, and allow the healing to happen, whether it's for you or whether it's for your loved ones. Keep working on yourself. Focus on you. It doesn't mean you're being selfish. It doesn't mean that you don't care about others. It means that you're focusing on you and your health so that you can bring the best you to the table. And then the goddess of nature is here, and what she says is that you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. So if you focus on you and you bring the best you to the table, you will get the best in return. If we allow the things that kind of have us conflicted to rule over us, and I'm sorry guys, there's like something in my eyeball. I keep picking at this one. If we allow the things and the insecurities that kind of happen between us and our family members to rule over us, then we're giving our power away, right? We're not going to authentically be able to honor the situation. So focus on you, get grounded, and just really align yourself. And as you do that, you'll honor the whole situation on the big scale, okay? Because what you want is the long term, the big scale. And so that's where you want to be able to honor yourself so that you can bring forth the best of you, so that you're met with the best of the others. And again, the goddess of the earth is the next card out. You can't make this stuff up. So get yourself grounded. That's going to be the best way for you to approach this, is to get yourself grounded and have open communication, goddess of compassion. So when you speak about the things that are going on, make sure you are using your words from your heart, not from your bitterness in your solar plexus, or the anger and the frustration, or the overthinking in the thoughts. I'm really sorry. I don't know what it is, and it's itching. But it's like a hair or an eyelash or something. So have compassion with yourself, okay? Because you have to be gentle with you. If you can't be compassionate with you, who can you be compassionate with? Okay, if you can't hold yourself with grace and ease for the things that you're dealing with, are you able to give that to someone else? You can't truly give that to someone else if you're honest and authentic with yourself. If you can't hold the vulnerability inside of yourself, you can't hold the vulnerability of someone else. So being compassionate with yourself, nurturing yourself, getting super grounded into your own essence, and loving yourself exactly where you are, being authentic with what you're bringing to the table. It's what's going to help you, okay? It's going to help you to stand in your sacred power. You can't make this up, Jackie. It's going to help you stand in your sacred power, okay? The card says you are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation, and sure as crap, that's what's coming out here for you. I mean, that is what it's being said. You have to take the leading role. This is you standing in your authentic power, being authentic with you about you and what you brought to the table, so that you can be compassionate with the rest of it. And open yourself up to more than what you realize right now, because sometimes this world has us conditioned to well, he's right and or he's wrong and I'm right, and she's wrong and I'm right, or however it works for the situation to play out. But what the universe is saying is a new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove the fear and embrace the unknown, okay? So it doesn't matter who's right or wrong here. If you're not being physically harmed is what they're saying. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Somewhere along the lines, one of you or both of you are giving your power away to something or to each other in ways that's not healthy and it's hurting. So you have to step back and allow yourself to see that there's bigger things going on here, and stand in your own sacred power with compassion for yourself and honor that essence within you, because when you do that, you're going to balance yourself, okay? So, and then here's where Archangel Michael comes in next to me as well, saying you'll be making fair and just decisions, not just for yourself, but for all involved. And you'll be able to bring it to more of an understanding, at least for yourself in the moment. And so the last card here is addiction. So I don't know if there's some kind of a physical addiction going on where there's maybe some too much alcohol involved or something like that. But I definitely feel like whatever's going on, whether it's a thought process or a physical addiction, not being authentic with the fact that maybe that's what's causing the problems is only going to keep you in that cycle. And only you can discern that. These are things that they show me and they share with me. So really stepping into the unknown and letting go of what you may know or what you may think or what you may have experienced through childhood is really going to be what helps you to stand in your power and claim your essence and your safety and your sacredness, standing in your sacred divine essence, okay? Honoring that space. I hope that helps you, Jackie Cooper Mayfield. Hi, Sanjeev. How are you, my friend? I would love to give you a reading. Sanjeev, I'm drawn to the Queen of the Moon deck for you. I'm sorry, I was reading Nicole's comment below. Constantly getting a card is not a bad thing. However, just know that, you may always receive the same thing. If we're not doing what we asked about originally, Nicole, if that helps. And guys, I don't have the PayPal link on here, but if you're drawn to do a donation, donations are always greatly appreciated and accepted. Again, I really don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on because I wasn't intending on doing a lot of card reads today, because today is definitely a day for just me, but they had asked me to share what I came on originally to share. And of course, I always say yes because that's just what I do. So Sanjeev, the work that you're doing with balancing your inner masculine and your feminine, okay, it's bringing you to new beginnings. You're starting to understand things on new levels, okay? The inner masculine and inner feminine work is helping you to be able to step through new doorways that are presenting themselves to you. So just keep trusting, because you may not see this yet, okay? You may not see this yet, but you're creating it behind the scenes with your team of angels. So keep trusting yourself. The changes that you're going through are taking you to where you desire to be. So stand in the faith and keep pushing through with your resilience, because you're divinely protected, okay? Stand in your resilience and just keep trucking is what they're saying. Keep trucking, stand in your power, and don't give up. Don't be a brute about it, but they're definitely saying you're on the right path, Sanjeev. So stand in your power and honor that about yourself, and continue to grow and learn as much as you can. And again, they are talking about just continue looking at things with distorted masculine and distorted feminine and how that resonates to you in your physical essence, so that it can help you to stand firmer in your divine essence and your full power, so that you can walk through these doors, because these doors will be available once you are ready for them, okay? It's never going to be taken away from you. Everything's always going to be there exactly how it needs to be for you. Hi, Plavani. How are you? Hi, Mary Nunez. You're welcome, Jackie. Thank you so much. If you guys don't mind too, I love it when I get reviews on my Facebook page. If you would recommend my business to anyone. I mean, I know these readings are pretty sometimes they can be pretty intense, and sometimes you get a lot of information, and other times, I mean, I don't know, but everybody always says it's spot on. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing a review, that's a nice way of doing some energy exchange as well. Mary Nunez, I have a card for you from the Angel Tarot deck. So Mary, defend your beliefs, okay, and your decisions, okay? Stand your ground and choose your battles wisely. 7 of fire. So 7 is you're on the right path, and fire is the passion inside of you. So I don't know if you're a fire sign, or if this is just asking you to draw from the passion inside of you. But at this point in time, with whatever you're dealing with, the situation or the person or the place, defend your beliefs, okay? But come from your heart is what they're saying. Make sure that you're balanced and grounded, because it's going to bring about new opportunities for you to change your life, to be able to approach life in new ways, standing in your power in a way that maybe you haven't done before. Maybe you have, but maybe you have never done it in this way, is going to bring forth opportunities for you to change your life. The card does talk of career advancement, but I'm feeling like it's going to be a way for you to change your essence, your power more. Again, these are 2 fire cards, so it's the passion inside of you, and allowing that to kind of come through is what's going to help you to be able to align better with your essence, is what they're showing me. So listen to yourself, okay? Balance yourself. Balance your masculine and your feminine, and listen to the intuition that's inside of you. Sit back and observe. Don't react. Sit back and observe and hear what you're being guided to do, and then act and respond accordingly, is what they're saying. And when you do that, speak with confidence, okay? Because then you're going to be able to bring forth this whole new passionate essence that is super in tune with your own divine essence, and all of it linking together is going to bring brilliant new ideas on how to handle situations that are coming through as pretty stressful or pretty crappy. Maybe people not treating you the way that they should. Maybe people not understanding you, or having a lot of miscommunications because of the way words are being spoken. So if you sit back and you kind of really get yourself centered and tap into your inner essence and the passion inside of you, and allow that to be what comes through, then you'll speak with more confidence, and you will definitely be more balanced with your emotional and mental state, if that makes sense to you, which is going to bring new opportunities and new ways of seeing things to you. And so at this point in time, what they are saying is life is a little out of balance, and maybe you might even be feeling stressed out to the point where it's making you sick. Don't be afraid to ask people for help, okay? You will have, through all of this, if you don't already, you will have a very happy family life. You will have everything that you desire, but you have to get yourself balanced so that you could be able to see it for what it is what they're telling me. Maybe you already have it, but the fact that they're saying so that you could be able to see it is kind of is what I am sensing for you. So, and the world is was at the bottom of the deck, and so I pulled that out to show you as well. So the world is 21, which breaks down to a 3, which is divinely guided information, okay? And you're on the path toward enlightenment for yourself. So really tap into your own energy. When you do that, it's going to bring about so much change, all new chapters, all new experiences for you with people, places, and things, because you are looking at things in a different way. You are owning your essence in a different way, and that's what's going to bring forth that happy contentment, because you're finally going to be happy and content with you. I hope that makes sense, Mary. Nathan, let's see what comes out for you. I'm actually drawn to the Queen of the Moon deck for you, Nathan. Keep wondering if you're getting a new job soon. I mean, my guides are saying just keep applying for things, keep putting yourself out there. Don't think all is lost, because all is not lost, okay? Even if you have to find a job that winds up being a stepping stone, that winds up being something that, Jesus, I never thought I would ever do this kind of crap. You know, something to bring in some income is what I'm hearing is what's needed for you. So just really kind of be open instead of thinking that it has to be a certain way. I'm not sure if you're completely unemployed or what, but you're the only one, Nathan, that has the free will to be able to change this situation. So you have to make up your mind right now. Am I going to continue in the way I'm going? Is it working for me? Is it really working for me? Should I change direction a little bit? Should I alter my course a little bit to let something else come in to bring me to where I want to be? That's what I keep hearing for you, and that's what was even being said before I pulled the cards. So I don't know if that resonates for you, but you're the only one that has the free will. You got to love yourself, my friend. You got to hold that love within you. You got to stand in that essence of love in there, and balance that masculine and feminine. Maybe looking at the distorted masculine and distorted feminine charts, as I have been mentioning as well, might help you. 6 is you will be monetarily taken care of. You just have to love yourself. We don't want to settle for less than we deserve, but sometimes we have to make a small sacrifice to make great gain, if that makes any sense. That's what they're saying to me. Right now things seem dark, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to find it. And look, there's a rabbit there, which means abundance is coming. So you just got to find the path that's going to help you to start to open the new doors for you, and be open to the fact that it may be different than anything you've ever done before. Maybe you're going to start doing something totally different. Maybe you won't. Maybe you're going to do it in a different way than you've ever done. I'm not sure. But purity, you got to purify yourself, because if you don't purify what's inside of you from pains and heartaches that you've been through, you're going to keep bringing the same energy everywhere you go. And so it's going to follow you. It's going to follow you in your work. It's going to follow you in your love life. It's going to follow you in your family life and your friend life, in your friendship aspect, and there's a lot coming up from the heart and the solar plexus right now. So anywhere that you go, anything that you do, you're going to bring that same energy if you don't allow yourself to really tap into the heartaches and love yourself, okay? And so here's the masculine energy within you. And again, 42 breaks down to 6, which is you will be abundantly taken care of. Your finances and things are going to work out, but you have to start loving you. You're bringing something to the table that might be bringing these energies to you, is what they're saying to me. So really look in at your masculine energy, the divine masculine, when he's healed as compared to when he is distorted, are 2 totally different energies, and they bring about 2 different results. I don't know if there's like aggression or what, but I'm feeling like maybe there's some aggression that comes through maybe at work, but you don't want to bring that energy. I don't know if it's you or if you deal with others that are that way and it kind of makes you frustrated, but I feel aggression that comes through with the work aspect, and you can't let that come through when you're trying to make a living for yourself. So you have to try to figure out what you're bringing to the table that keeps bringing that energy. Like, what lesson is it that you need to learn here? Because so self-mastery is hard, guys. So self-mastery is failing, right? Self-mastery is making mistakes. Self-mastery is having a job somewhere and just really messing it up because we let the other energies of other people get inside of us. And so what part of you can you look at, Nathan, that allows for a better self-mastery so that you could start to fix some of that? I don't know if that resonates for you. And then when you figure that out, start to take action for yourself on how to bring forth that change. And again, 15 takes to 6. So that's 3 6s so far that you have here. So your monetary needs are going to be okay. You have to trust and have faith that you're going to be okay. And maybe look outside the box, but you're the only one that can change what's happening. So if you stay like in this stubborn, I'm going to only look at this option, it may take you a little bit longer to get to where you want to be. And if you would kind of break those walls down a little bit and say, I'm just going to try for other things, maybe a grocery store or like I don't know, grocery stores what came, like a stocking person or something for now to get, or like a FedEx or something to get some kind of something rolling for you, and just like a stepping stone thing until you can get to something that's secure and permanent and build something for yourself, is what they're saying, Nathan. I'm not sure if that, and again here, look, faith is on this deck too. When I picked up the deck, the faith is at the bottom of this card deck as well. So just hold the faith and just keep looking at what you're bringing to the table that might be affecting things, because I'm hearing that it's something with the personalities, that like the personality traits. Not that you're a bad person, but maybe there's just some kind of a rough around the edges because of how much you've been hurt and how much crap you've already endured in this life, if that makes any sense. Like maybe you're just coming off really jaded is what they're saying. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Nathan, but that's what I got. And so, guys, I think that I am going to end the reading there. I really wasn't going to do any free readings today at all. So I'm grateful that you all came out. And if you didn't get a chance to catch the beginning of the message, please go back and listen to the message if it resonates with you about the distorted masculine and distorted feminine energies, where they are housed in our actual physical essence, and honoring yourself. Okay, there is a general message on here that was pretty strong about honoring yourself and cutting yourself free from the chains. So just know this: I love you all. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully on this caliber, but I definitely am going to be doing a live on Online Psychics as well at 2 o'clock. So I don't know if I'm going to come on before that or after that, but I look forward to connecting with you all again, however it looks. Have a blessed rest of your weekend, and really take advantage of this Aquarius full moon so that you can gain the best momentum for the Lionsgate portal on the 8th. All right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.